We've got some fantastic news today. London's announcement this morning has placed the Isle of Wight on the Olympic Torch Relay route, the Communities en Route programme, so we're absolutely delighted. We've got a date, we've got a time, and now we get fully engaged in the programme.
What is the date?
It's Saturday the 14th of July. It's part of a 70-day programme of torch relay routes. We're placed somewhere in the middle, but Saturday the 14th of July is the key date for everyone here on the island.
It's quite fortunate, isn't it, that we're on a Saturday and not a weekday?
I think we've been very lucky. It means now that we can get communities, schools are off, tourists will be down on Saturday. Very good day for us to promote the island to its fullest.
Now, I imagine that's a lot of work still needs to be done before the 14th of July, but have you got some initial teaser you can give us about the route and where it's going to follow?
We know it's going to come into the West Wight area and travel around that and going through and in the Needles, so a good landmark for us, both here on the island and international, and then it's going to go across the island to Newport and across to East Cowes and then off to Southampton for the evening celebration event.
And if it's anything to go by, when we had the Island Games earlier this year, 30,000 people turned out. Do you reckon you can get even more than that?
Oh, absolutely. I think the community on the island were fully engaged in the Island Games opening ceremony. There were thousands down in Ryde on that day. With the Olympics actually coming on our doorstep, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, I think every community on the island will be fully up and will be engaged in this.
Now, this is the second announcement about the torch route from LOCOG. There was an initial one in May, and there was a little bit of controversy locally because I think some people assumed that it wasn't coming to the island, but the council had actually signed a confidentiality agreement because we knew it was coming. We couldn't say anything, could we? Just tell us about that.
Yeah, it's been frustrating. The first announcement earlier in the year gave the celebration event dates, and half of the routes were announced back in May. But we had a confidentiality clause that said that we weren't allowed to say it was coming to the island, although we had a good indication it was. So it's been frustrating because we've wanted to announce it for a long time, but we're governed by LOCOG and this confidentiality agreement, so we're looking to now launch it today.
So just finally, where does the council go from here, and what's the next stage?
From here, we will be establishing a small working party to ensure that the torch is safely through the island. We're working very closely with LOCOG on that, and our big role will be to make sure that the community is fully engaged in this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.